In 1993, the city of Portland expanded the Oregon Convention Center urban renewal area northward along Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard and Alberta Street. Urban renewal funding has helped revitalize these corridors through grants and loans to businesses, streetscape improvements, and redevelopment projects like Vanport Square and the Beach Street office building. However, the Oregon Convention Center urban renewal area will expire in 2013, with many projects remaining along the corridor. The North-Northeast Community Advisory Committee has recommended that Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard be moved from the Oregon Convention Center URA into the Interstate Corridor URA. In addition, property and business owners just outside any urban renewal area have asked PDC about expanding the boundary to other nearby areas in need. At the north end of the corridor, the Woodlawn Triangle has seen a new wave of investment in the past few years. PDC has given a limited amount of general funds for small businesses here, including a storefront grant to the Firehouse Restaurant, a business loan to Classic Foods, and 6 other grants or loans. But nestled among these new investments are additional opportunities and challenges. Local developers have plans for some of the vacant buildings and lots in the Woodlawn Triangle, but they don't have the financing to build them. Northeast Killingsworth Street, between 14th and 17th Avenues, was once the hub of the Vernon neighborhood. However, today, most of the buildings here remain vacant or in disrepair. Several property owners have approached PDC about expanding the urban renewal area here. 3 blocks south of Killingsworth is Alberta Street. Storefront improvements have spruced up buildings, and entrepreneurs have redeveloped vacant land and buildings into restaurants, coffee shops, galleries, and other popular businesses. But the successes along Alberta are only one side of the story. The character of new development along Alberta has not always matched the demographics of the neighborhood, and some longtime residents feel left out of the picture. Additionally, there are still quite a few vacant buildings along the street. Expanding urban renewal along Alberta speaks to a neighborhood desire to have more equitable opportunities. Starting at Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, the expansion area fills gaps and extends the urban renewal area east to Northeast 31st Avenue. Just like Alberta Street, some properties along the Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard corridor were left out of an urban renewal area. Gaps remain, and properties here do not have the same access to funds for business loans, storefront grants, and redevelopment funds as other areas just across the street. The expansion area here fills those gaps and also extends westward along Knott Street. When the city of Portland adopted the Interstate Corridor urban renewal area in 2000, areas north of Lombard Street were included, while areas south were not. As a result, businesses and property owners on the south side of Lombard can't access TIF funds for grants and loans for building improvements, business expansion, and redevelopment. The Community Advisory Committee has repeatedly heard from business owners and residents that there is demand for these products. In addition to business development, the surrounding neighborhoods have also been hoping for streetscape improvements to make Lombard safer and more pleasant for pedestrians. It's one of the key recommendations of the St. John's Lombard Neighborhood Plan. Urban renewal is often a good way to help pay for infrastructure projects like this, but it's not possible when only half of the street is eligible. West of Lombard is St. John's. Originally a separate city until 1915, St. John's retains its small-town feel with an eclectic collection of businesses. Demand for PDC's grants and loans has been very strong in St. John's, but urban renewal is not available here, so PDC can only channel a small amount of general funds and federal funds when they are available. Many opportunities remain, from empty storefronts to vacant lots. At the east end of the town center, entire blocks are vacant. Today, these vacant lots, with their billboards, weeds, and abandoned buildings, serve as an unfortunate gateway to the St. John's Town Center, something residents and business owners would like to change. During the Community Advisory Committee process, Portland Public Schools asked that the nearby Roosevelt High School be added to the expansion area. Urban renewal could help fund potential safety improvements and other public uses of this facility. All of these areas were recommended by the Community Advisory Committee to be included in the Interstate Corridor URA. The amendments before you implement these recommendations.